There are still many questions out there, let's put it that way, about this new strain. And we've got Jason Huntley, who's an associate professor of medical microbiology and immunology at UTMC, also a partner of the V Project, joining us here live on the air this afternoon. Dr. Huntley, we've been talking a lot about this new variant. We know cases are going up dramatically right now. Can you explain more on why this is happening and how these viruses mutate?
Well, we've known for a long time that many viruses mutate, including the virus that causes influenza and then the virus that causes COVID-19. It's the way that they copy their material. And in fact, they've evolved to make mutations to help survive. Again, if you get infected with influenza or other viruses, you develop an immune response against that. But coronavirus, or especially the Omicron, there's 50 mutations in Omicron that are new compared to other previous versions of COVID-19. Again, and this is the way that it helps escape existing immune responses or vaccine-induced immune responses.
Okay, and here's I guess a dumb question. Does the biology of the host make this mutation when it's passed on? Is that how it works?
No, it's actually another reason why people really should get vaccinated. You have to understand, every time that the virus that causes COVID-19 infects a new person, there's a mutation that arises, or multiple mutations, and then that spreads to the next person. And so we've got to get people vaccinated, because the more people get infected, the more we get mutations and variants that are going to arise.
So no matter how sick they get, it's mutating. It's changing every time somebody's infected.
Every time a person gets infected, there's a new variant that could possibly emerge. Now, there's a risk here with the virus. It can either be a mutation that helps decrease the amount of infection or transmission. It could have no change, or as you see with Omicron, it actually enhances transmission, viral replication, and spread to other people.
When we talk about it being the dominant strain, what does it take to, I guess, get that moniker, that dominance?
Yeah, dominance involves a lot of things, but what we're looking at with Omicron is the mutations in the spike protein enhance its ability to bind to host cells, to infect those cells, to replicate in those cells, or produce copies of the virus, and then transmit that to other people. So we used to look at, for the Delta variant, that each one infected person could spread it to roughly 6 other new people. And with Omicron, some of the recent data indicates that you can transmit it to 12 to 15 people.
Boy, I'll tell you what, Dr. Huntley, I know we're this deep into the pandemic, but what you just shared with us, I don't think we've had that kind of insight before here on the air, and we really appreciate it. Thank you so much for your time.
Happy to help anytime. Thanks.
Absolutely.